He threw scalding coffee in her face, not knowing she was his new boss. At that moment, she said nothing. But the next morning, she walked in wearing a police chief's badge. And the war she launched wasn't just against one corrupt cop. She was coming for the whole system that protected him. The precinct reek of decay, neglect on the walls, apathy in the air. Officer Brian Kesler barely looked up as a black woman in her late 40s entered. Maya Jensen, in a plain blouse and jeans, stood with quiet authority. She asked to report a robbery. Kesler, lazy-eyed and bloated with contempt, scoffed, "You people never know when to quit." Without warning, he hurled hot coffee at her face. Gasps froze the room. Maya flinched but didn't scream. She looked him dead in the eye. "Thank you," she whispered. "Now I know exactly who I'm dealing with." That night, she returned, not as a civilian, but as Chief Maya Jensen, the city's new police chief. And her first act was to expose every crack in the system. The next morning, officers sat stiff as she entered the briefing room. The burn on her cheek was visible. So was her fire. "I'm not here to fit in," she began. "I'm here to clean house." What followed was a wave of reforms, civilian oversight, protected whistleblowers, deep audits. But the deeper she dug, the dirtier it got. Officer Kesler and high-ranking official Mark Callaway were covering up years of bribes, abuse, and tampered evidence. But they didn't count on Officer Chris Darnell, a quiet patrolman who'd stayed silent too long. One night, he saw them shredding files, and something inside him snapped. Chris handed Maya the proof, photos, memos, alter case files. She took it straight to the press. When Kesler crashed the press conference, smirking, he was met by internal affairs. "You're under arrest," they told him. "And no, Brian, this isn't over." Callaway retaliated through media slander. Maya received death threats, but she stood firm. Weeks later, Callaway was indicted. The city shook. Officers, once silent, began speaking out. Change had started. One night, Chris asked her, "Did we win?" Maya looked at the files still waiting on her desk. "No," she said quietly. "We've just begun." Comment she fought back. If Maya's war for justice shook you, like the video, share your thoughts below, and subscribe for more stories where quiet strength becomes unstoppable power.